7 o'clock somewhere.
I'm going to call to order the Tuesday, October 20th, 2020 meeting of the Iredell County Board of Commissioners. At this time, I'd like everyone to please bow your head in silent prayer and reflection, particularly lifting up our country as we move towards our election, and ask that the Almighty bless us and keep us. Okay, if you'll please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm going to ask Corporal Thomas Sapp if he would come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Young Cadet Corporal Sapp is a member of the Junior ROTC Marine Corps contingent at South Iredell High School.
Please place your right hands over your heart and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Corporal Sapp, you can stand by. I'll save you a few steps. Ms. Jones, are there any adjustments to the agenda?
Yes, sir, Chairman Mallory. We do have two adjustments. The first one is a correction on Administrative Matters Item 3 to adjust the date from the 20th to the 17th. And then the second item is to remove Economic Development from closed session.
Any further adjustments to the agenda? Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Halp. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those like sign. Motion carries unanimously. There are no special presentations this evening. We do have an appointment before the board. It's a request from John Henderson with the Mecklenburg County Young Marines to adopt a proclamation recognizing October 23rd through 31st, 2020 as Red Ribbon Week. And on behalf of the Mecklenburg County Young Marines is Thomas Sapp, who is with us to accept this proclamation. And the proclamation reads, whereas alcohol and other drug abuse in this nation has reached epidemic stages, and whereas it is imperative that visible, unified prevention efforts, education efforts by community members be launched to eliminate the demand for drugs, and whereas the National Family Partnership is sponsoring the National Red Ribbon Campaign, offering citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug-free lifestyles, no use of illegal drugs, no illegal use of legal drugs. And whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign will be celebrated in every community in America during Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd through 31st, and whereas business, government, parents, law enforcement, media, medical, religious institutions, schools, senior citizens, service organizations, and youth will demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing and displaying red ribbons during this week-long campaign. Whereas Iredell County further commits its resources to ensure the success of the Red Ribbon Campaign. Is there a motion to adopt this proclamation?
I'd like to make the motion that we accept this proclamation, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Robertson. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those like sign, motion carries unanimously. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Iredell County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim October 23rd through 31st, 2020 as Red Ribbon Week and encourages citizens to participate in drug prevention education activities, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free state. Adopted this 20th day of October, 2020 by the Iredell County Board of Commissioners. And Corporal Sapp, if you'll please come up. And we will present this to you. And if you could turn around and everybody can get as close as you can. Make sure everybody smiles. Thank you, Corporal Sapp, and good luck. You know, every year, the Sapps come for this sponsoring and asking us to sponsor this Red Ribbon Week. And I know a year's gone by because every time I see Thomas Sapp, he's grown a foot. So keep it up.
Look, I think it's really refreshing, you know, so many times people look at the young people of our nation, and we tend to see some folks that go through life a bit as lost souls, protesting, demanding free stuff, expecting other people to do things for them. It is really refreshing to see a young man who, I was speaking with him before our meeting. You know, he's a freshman, yet he's got goals, not just for high school, but for his life. The Marine Corps, the JROTC unit, and all JROTC units, they don't teach the kids to throw hand grenades and stab people with bayonets. They're really citizenship programs. And I mean, and this is an excellent example of these kids leading by example, setting a good example, and giving back to their community. And just really proud of you. I was honored that you came here tonight, and best of luck to you. Okay.
And we hope that next year you're here on behalf of the Iredell County Young Marines.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Ms. Jones, if you could go ahead and tee up the items from our consent agenda. These are items that are usually technical in nature that are brought to us at our pre-agenda meeting at 5 o'clock in this room, which is open to the public, and it's also recorded and televised. And these are matters, they're not controversial, they're technical, and we're able to dispose of them without taking away time from our 7 o'clock meeting, and it allows our staff to get on home.
Thank you, Chairman Mallory. The first item was a request from the Sheriff's Office for approval of Budget Amendment Number 18 to accept a JAG grant in the amount of $15,990 to purchase printers. There was a request from Fire Services to appoint William Roscoe to the Shepherd's Volunteer Fire Department Relief Fund Board of Trustees as required by North Carolina General Statute. A request from ICATS to call for a public hearing on November the 17th, 2020 for ICATS transportation grants. A request from Elections for approval of Budget Amendment Number 19 to appropriate $46,000 of CARES Act supplemental funds received for a subgrantee of the North Carolina State Board of Elections. A request from the Health Department for approval of Budget Amendment Number 20 for funds from the Local Technical Assistance and Training Branch of the Division of Public Health in the amount of $215,054 to support infection prevention. And these funds, part of these funds will be used for negative pressure rooms, and there was a consensus by the board to look at adding 2 rooms if it is cost feasible with these grant funds. A request from the Health Department for approval of Budget Amendment Number 21 for funds from the Immunization Branch of the Division of Public Health in the amount of $25,271 to increase flu vaccination coverage, and this is to the underserved areas. We did receive an update on COVID-19 and our stats in Iredell County as part of that, and currently we have 17 hospitalized, 44 deaths, 3,703 total positives, and unfortunately our positivity rate is going up, and it started going up last week. A request from Social Services for approval of Budget Amendment Number 22 to appropriate CARES Act funds to purchase laptops and other technology equipment to improve mobility and telework capability under pandemic conditions. This is in the amount of $125,621. A request from Iredell Statesville Schools for approval of a joint resolution regarding broadband expansion within Iredell County. And this also goes nicely with our legislative goals, which have been submitted to the NCACC to expand broadband coverage throughout Iredell County. A request from Tax Administration for approval of the September refunds and releases. A request from the clerk to the board for approval of the 2021 meeting calendar, which 2 months of those would only have one meeting, which would be the month of July because of Independence Day, and the month of November because of election. Those are both the first week meetings that will be canceled. And then finally, a request from the clerk to the board for approval of minutes from the meeting on October the 6th, 2020.
Okay, are there any further questions or comments regarding our consent agenda items? Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. I will note for the record that Commissioner Marvin Norman is with us by telephone, and so he is participating this evening. Item 9, there are no announcements of any vacancies occurring on boards or commissions, nor any appointments to boards or commissions this evening. I'm not aware of any unfinished business.
If I may, I'd like a comment.
Okay.
As usual, I just wanted on behalf of our board, just to thank our staff and our emergency services personnel and health department, social services, all of our staff really, our election staff right now really during the election process. They're all doing a great job. As you know, during the pandemic, we have not shut down as a county. So our administrative team and our staff has done a phenomenal job. Sometimes we have unintentionally impacted people in a negative way, but we've done it in an effort to keep them safe. So I just wanted on behalf of our board, as usual, to thank everybody for the job they're doing. I think they do a great job.
Thank you, Commissioner Hout. Any other comments? Okay. Please get out and vote. We have the polls are open until the 31st of October. After the 31st, you will have to vote in the precinct in which you are registered. The Board of Elections will not be open. So vote only at the precinct that you're registered in. And if you're not sure where that is, you can contact the Board of Elections. You can go on a website with the Board of Elections and find out. So encourage everyone to get out and vote. And it's supposed to be beautiful weather this week, so take advantage of that. We have a public comment period this evening, the second meeting of the month. Got one person that signed up. They may have called in. I don't see her, I believe. This is Alicia Standish. I'll go ahead and open the public comment period and ask if there's anyone present that would like to be heard. Seeing and hearing no one, I will close the public comment period. Ask if there's any new business. No new business. County Manager's report. Ms. Jones?
Thank you, Chairman Mallory. Just two quick reports to let everyone know that we do have new overflow parking behind the Board of Elections, and that is for parking. It's directly behind the lot. It is a grassed area, but there is geotechnical matting there to keep cars from getting stuck in the grass or any mud or anything of that nature. It's specifically designed to balance the weight, and it is designed to drive on and to park on. So we're encouraging people to take advantage of that overflow parking because I know that it's getting a little tight for those people that are going in to vote at the Board of Elections office. So please feel free to take advantage of that. There are signs directing people. You can get in the lot from the Board of Elections parking lot, and then you exit the lot on Short Street, which is the cul-de-sac road directly behind that lot. And also, as Chairman Mallory said, we are having our early voting, one-stop voting that is now, but you can vote at any location in the county. You don't have to vote at your precinct with the early voting, but on Election Day, you have to vote at your precinct. So we're trying to make sure we get that word out. Again, if you have any questions, please contact Board of Elections office. And I do want to say that kudos to our Board of Elections staff. Becky Gallagher has spent a lot of time trying to plan this. Her board has spent a lot of time trying to plan this and make this as simple and easy and safe as possible. And I have had so many positive comments about how wonderful it was. They really thought of every detail, no matter how great or how small. All the election workers have been very, very kind, very accommodating, and everybody that I have talked to that has said something to me has commented about how they felt incredibly safe. As soon as they turned around and left, the election workers were there cleaning, wiping everything down. You get your own pens, so you're not having to reuse pens. So just kudos to them and their efforts to try to make this as easy a process as possible. The final announcement is just to remind everyone that we will not have a commissioner meeting on November the 3rd due to Election Day. So we will only have one meeting the month of November, and that will be November the 17th.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. And if I could just add one final comment about the election. If you are voting by absentee ballot, please get those in sooner as opposed to later. It has to be postmarked by November the 3rd, Election Day. It has to be received within 3 days. That's Friday. So we all know the potential challenges that the post office may or may not have. But so if you don't want to, take it down to the wire, get it in as early as you can, having made up your mind, I suppose. So anything further to come? We did have a closed session, by the way. Nothing to report out for a attorney-client matter pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11 subsection A3. Anything further to come before the commission? All hearts free? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Marvin?
Marvin?
For Marvin, I'll make the motion for Commissioner Norman.
Okay, motion to adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We are adjourned.
Outstanding. You set a record tonight, I believe.